Hi, this is Ameila and Elizabeth. Thank you for having this interview with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here.
Your new album was released on the 20th of November, so how have fans responded to that?
Really great. I've been getting lots of great feedback from both old and new fans of my work, so that's really cool. And most of them are saying the album's killer, and they're happy to have me back, so I can't really ask for more.
What was your writing and recording process for your new album?
Yeah, I started writing it in January 2019, and I spent about 6 months writing both the music and the lyrics. And yeah, so I write most of it. I write the music on my own. Like, I make pretty much finished demos using keyboards and guitars. So I write like guitar lines, bass lines, and use computer drums, and then I send it over to my guitarist, who then sends it back with his playing on it, and same with the drummer and the bass player. So then we had pretty much the whole album demoed before meeting up in the studio, where we had like 2 days of practice together just to set the tempo of the songs and stuff like that, and then starting recording, which we did for like 3 or 4 weeks. So that was the process, and I think it worked really well to do it this way, and that's going to be the way going forward.
You also did a song with Matt Pike, so how is it working with him?
That was awesome. Matt's a really great guy, and he was kind enough to drop by the studio when we were recording in Portland, and yeah, it was just awesome. It was fun to watch him work because he just improvised the guitar solo on the spot, and he did like 15 different takes where all of them were different, but they all sounded really cool. It was actually a little hard to choose the best solo afterwards. His vocals sound really great on the album too, or on the song too, and I think just his performance took the song to the next level. So really happy to have him on it.
And you have members from Abbott and Skeletor. How did this influence your sound?
Okay, well, they have their style of playing, and both Rob Steinway, the guitarist, he's an amazing guitar player, and Kevin Foley is an amazing drummer. So, yeah, like I said, I write the music, and they have their interpretation, of course, and their style of playing. So I definitely think they took my ideas and made them sound really awesome. So I'm super happy about their work on the album.
In Welcome to Hell, you have lyrics written in English when before you were doing all your lyrics in Norwegian. So what inspired this?
Yeah, it just felt like a good opportunity for me to try something new. Like you said, I've been writing lyrics in Norwegian for 12 years in my former band, Color Talk. So for me, it was a good opportunity to try something new. And yeah, since it's a new band and everything, so for me, it was a really nice change to start writing in English, and it feels like I have a new set of coloring pencils, and especially since the themes I write about are very Norwegian, like Norse mythology and history, so then it still feels Norwegian, but writing about it in English just gives me an interesting perspective and new ideas doing that, So that's been a nice change, and I still have a few songs in Norwegian. Like on the album, there's 2.5 songs in Norwegian and 7.5 in English. So that's just like the old Norwegian black metal band Recipe, where they put out albums with like 8 English songs and 2 Norwegian songs. So I think that's a good way to do it, and probably what I'm going to keep doing on future albums too. For me, it was just cool to start writing in English, and it's nice to have people finally understand the lyrics, because I had to deal with people not knowing what the hell they was singing about, except for Norwegian people, and dealing with Google translated lyrics. So I'm happy to have people finally understand what I'm yelling about on stage now. So that's good.
And you also went to a festival a few weeks ago. How was that with COVID on?
Yeah, it's called Carmageddon. They put on a mini festival called Heavy Nights, close to where I live, and yeah, it was really cool. For me, it was like being at a luxury festival, because there was only 200 people in the audience, and everyone was like separated by different tables, and you have to sit down for the whole show, and you order like beer to your table using an app and stuff like that, and lots of anti-back around. So the whole thing was safe, but from an audience perspective, it was really nice to just sit there and watch bands play. It was kind of like a luxury festival, like I said, but I think it's probably strange for the bands to just see people sitting down like that when you're playing. But yeah, it was just really nice to finally go to a show after it being so long since the last time I'd been to a concert. So I'm really really happy they were able to pull that off.
So what's your favorite festival you've performed at live? Can you tell us a story?
I think Soundwave was probably one of the best festivals I've ever been to. That was like a luxury festival too, speaking of luxury, because you got to stay in like really nice hotels in Australia, and just the whole setup was really nice. And we were, with my old band, we were traveling around with Mastodon. Those were the guys we were grouped up with, and we would play side shows with them. So that was just a lot of fun, that whole week or 2 weeks of touring. And there was lots of days off where you can just stay in the pool at the hotel. So that was a blast to get to do that.
And you've also toured with bands such as Metallica, Slayer, and Anthrax. So how was that? Yeah,
that was great. Metallica are awesome guys. Really took good care of us and took us out to dinners and parties and stuff. So I think that's really awesome of them to do. And yeah, we got to go for the World Wire tour with them, and we did like 4 parts of touring. It was like over 7 months or something like that. So it's just awesome to get to see them like play every night. I don't know how many shows, but a lot of times. So that was really cool. And same with Slayer, we toured with them and the Anthrax and my old band Color Talk, and they were really nice to us too. It was like just a lot of fun, and it was really fun to get to do Jaeger shots with Kerry King backstage after the show. Just, super friendly and great guys, so that was a lot of fun.
So I know you've toured with a lot of big bands, but who's your dream band to tour with that you haven't toured with yet?
Okay, then I would probably have to say either Danzig would be a dream artist for me to support, or Merciful Fate or King Diamond. So one of those.
That would be cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And what's your favorite European festival?
Hellfest is my favorite. It's just insane how many good bands they have there. So it's like overwhelming because like you're at the festival and there's like 3 bands you really want to see playing at the same time. So it's almost so good that it's frustrating in a way.
We can relate. We've been there for the past 3 years.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Even though there's lots of good European festivals, but I think that one's definitely one of the best ones.
And time for our signature question. If you could have any band perform one of your songs, which band would it be, which song would it be, and would it be in your style or their style?
Oof, that's a good question. I am not prepared for this one. I'm trying to think of who to choose. Like, do people normally answer like bigger bands, or like, what do people normally say?
Anything to go by. Skindred said Spice Girls, so you can literally say anything.
Okay.
So whatever your favorite band is.
Yeah, I'll say it would be cool to have Iron Maiden cover Necromance, because I wonder if it would just sound like an Iron Maiden song then. Because it's already pretty heavily influenced by them.
That would be awesome.
Necromance from my newest album, Welcome to Hell, yeah.
That would be cool. And what's your favorite memory watching someone else perform live? Can you tell us a story?
It's so hard to try to like remember stuff like this, but I'll give it a shot. Favorite memory of watching someone else play live? Yeah, right now I just remember like I was watching Faith No More when they reunited a couple of years ago. I think probably it's almost like 10 years ago or something. I saw them at Roskilde. They played an awesome show on the main stage. And the drummer and the guitarist started arguing in the middle of the show, and were like throwing drumsticks at each other, and it was like a real argument. So that was just really funny to watch. I have no idea what it was about, but they were like yelling at each other, and yeah, it's just something I remember and was crazy to watch. But it's a really good show, though. Like, it was intense in a way, so it was cool.
At least you'll never forget it.
Yeah, that was pretty unusual. I haven't seen people argue on stage like that before.
I was at Hellfest and Joel from Airborne climbed the speaker stack. That was pretty good.
Yeah, okay, Dillinger Escape Plan I've seen a few times. They are like crazy ninjas on stage, so that was... I remember seeing the guitarist, Ben Weinman, he threw like a picnic table or something out into the audience, and then he just ran and jumped on top of the table while playing like a guitar solo. I have no idea how they do it.
I wish I was there for that.
Crazy guys. Yeah, they're insane live band.
And last question, is there anything else you would like to say to your fans?
Yeah, I would like to say that if they like anything that I've done before, whether it's in Queller Talk or my old black metal band Hjelvik, I would appreciate it if they check out my new band Hjelvik. I think there's lots of stuff for them to love there. And if you like the album, please buy it or buy a t-shirt or come to a show when it's possible. So, thank you. Can't wait to get back on the road again.
Awesome. Thank you so much for this interview today. We wait to see you when you get back out.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we won't have to wait too long.
I hope so. We're meant to be in Europe next year, so let's see if that happens.
All right, fingers crossed for that.
Fingers crossed. And fingers crossed you can get out soon. Thank you.
Yeah, hope so. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Have a
Bye,
good
Steve.
night.